Let's meet the starters for the Boston Celtics. At power forward, 6'7", number 30,
A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Vucevic against Gobert. From 8 feet away, Vucevic gets the bucket.
On the interior, Vuce, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
White against Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards against White. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Outside McDaniels. And the 3 off target. To the middle. Here's Hauser. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back over to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, big man with big-time handles. Great work by Randall to create for himself.
Outside Pritchard. Brown with a screen. It's Brown on the wing. No good that time. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Over to the left wing. Vucevic with a steal. And here's the fast break. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Pritchard.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
White against Edwards. He takes it in. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, what energy from Edwards on the drive. Pushing his way inside and straight to the cup.
Outside White. Pass to Brown. Pritchard surviving the D. And he gets that one.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Timberwolves trail by 6. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But they live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Now here's White. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. White with a screen on DiVincenzo. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level.
The Personal
But he was a
foul.
beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still without a bucket. Gobert with a screen on White. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And we've seen Edwards grow a lot in the past few years. He has a great understanding of how to put defenders in tough spots.
Boston leading by 6. Brown finds Vucevic. The floater. And Gobert with a block.
He's led the league before in blocks, and Gobert, one of the best.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And the second free throw is good. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. There's the screen. And here's Brown for 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And Gobert with the stuff.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Now here's White. Now here's Vucevic. Back to Pritchard from deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Pritchard's got 6 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Randall, good.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Pass to Vucevic. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Pritchard from outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Randall. Now Edwards. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. Gets rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
That 3's off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Randall. Can't cash it in from close range.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Now here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Pass to Hauser. Now White. Just 5 to shoot. Vucevic, a screen on Edwards. Here's White. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
DiVincenzo against Pritchard. Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on White. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 6.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Brown passes to White. Back to Brown. He's off on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. Hauser grabs the board.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Guys, this is the time of year when things get really fun. Teams ramping up for the playoff push.
Yeah, this is when things are firing on all cylinders. As a team and a player, you got to solve your issues now, because when the postseason comes, you've got to make sure everything is smooth.
And so it's Boston with it, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. On the wing, Hauser, checked by Randall. Pass to Brown. Lets the three fly. Reed with the rebound.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Pritchard against DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. From deep. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Hauser outside. Brown, a screen on Randall. Hauser trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Shoots over Brown. McDaniels can't hit. Boston has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Back to Pritchard. Pass to White. Outside, Brown. Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. 4-3. Called in by DiVincenzo.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Reed, a screen on Pritchard. Here's DiVincenzo. Banked it in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focused.
And Boston with some changes. Walsh comes in for White, and Payne is subbed in for Pritchard. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DeSumo, he's checked in for McDaniels. Now here's Hauser. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Vucevic finds Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Boston, no good that time either.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Payne. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Randall deciding where to go with it. To the left side wing. Reed for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Reed's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Back to Brown. Pass to Vucevic. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
When you talk about Nikola Vucevic, a big man who continues to get it done at a high level, Richard.
Yeah, he is showing no signs of slowing down. Vuce scores, rebounds, passes, and shoots it well from pretty much everywhere. I'd like to see him contend for a championship at some point in time in his career.
Here's Gordon, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Back to Payne. Here's Walsh. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And Boston with some changes. Garza's checked in for Vucevic. Shireman comes in for Gordon. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Gobert's checked in.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Garza. To the wing on the left. Here's Payne. And he hits it from 9 feet. Payne's got his 2nd basket of the game.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
DiVincenzo against Payne. Edwards for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Payne, pass to Gonzalez. Here's Walsh. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Garza. Looking at his production. Close to 12 points a game. Gonzalez misses. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Minnesota. They lead by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
We've got Campaign, and it's Garza in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
The Celtics making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Payne, pass to Garza. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Basumo on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 5. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Minnesota making a change here. Phillips is checked in.
Minnesota substitution number 4, Julian Phillips.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And there's a pick. Gordon outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. 10 games left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. You take a look at the Celtics. Now in second. They look to be in terrific shape moving forward.
Well, for the Celtics, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
And the basket by Dosunmu.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Brian, back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Payne against Highland. Four on the clock. Another shot. The rebound, Celtics. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Payne against Highland. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Payne against Highland. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Gonzalez misses.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
In transition. And Gordon with the big finish.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Highland against Payne. Highland looking for an opening. Phillips. Goes back up. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. And here's Highland. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Minnesota with some changes. Nas Reed's checked in for Gobert. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Phillips. And it's Edwards in for DiVincenzo. Back to Brown. Hey! it through.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Reed. Okay, knockout. Wow. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Reed can't hit.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
The shot by Garza, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Reed finds Edwards. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. That one on White.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set. But what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with. 0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. And Pritchard, here we go. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Pritchard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now Highland. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's McDaniels. Up again. Reed, good. Reed's got 4 points this quarter.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Brown inside, working on McDaniels. Brown gets the inside finish.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Reed, a screen on Pritchard. Highland attacks. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Reed. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
And the Celtics making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. And since the All-Star break, here's a look at the steals leaders at the small forward position. These guys you can't afford to be careless around. Jaylen Brown is second.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
These guys are stoppers. There is no assignment that is too tough for them.
Here's Brown. Nifty move. Deflected by McDaniels. And here's Reed. 12 points for him. Pass to McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass. McDaniels got his first basket.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside White. Back to Pritchard. Now here's Hauser. The 3-ball hits the trifecta. Hauser's got his second bucket on the night.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pritchard against Highland. Down low. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Vucevic. To the paint. Outside Pritchard. From outside the arc. They get it back. Up top Vucevic. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Big man Vooch showing showing some quickness on that release.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
White, the pass to Brown. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Inside, here's Reed. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
White on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. It's stolen away. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. McDaniels got room. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Vucevic with it. 5 points in the game. Boston, no good that time either.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Now here's Dosunmu, defended by Hauser. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
To the inside, Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
When he's within range, Vuce is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Dosunmu outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shoots over Brown. Misses the jumper from the wing. Celtics trail by 13. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Number 27, Rudy Gobert.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Dosunmu outside. Shoots over Brown. The putback. McDaniels can't hit. Boston shooting 59% in this quarter. Terrific. And Brown with the stuff.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. Edwards connects from outside.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Brown passes to Vucevic. With the floater, it's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. White finds Brown from the arc. And Brown knocking down the triple.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Celtics trail by 11. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Now here's Brown. He's covered by Dosunmu. Now here's Brown. Back to Hauser. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
They need to get after it more on the glass.
Problem is, they're going up against some very good rebounders.
Yeah, but if you don't try, you definitely...
Let's take a moment now. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson.
And And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Edwards out there with Bones Highland. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Randall draws the double. Here's Highland. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Highland's got 7 points in the game.
And with all the defensive attention Randall gets, that kick-out pass is a vital part of his game.
They set the pick. And here's Brown for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Randall outside. Back to Edwards. There's the 3. Rebound Boston. Hauser's got rebound number 5 here tonight. White the pass to Brown. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Minnesota leading by 10. Edwards looking it over. Dosunmu outside. The 3. Kept alive. For 3, Randall sinks it from distance. Randall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Outside White. The 3 is up. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in the game. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 13-point lead. Randall outside. Shoots over Vucevic. Randall can't hit. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Oh, nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Randall, defended by Hauser. Randall, the pass to Reed. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. 18 points here for Naz Reid.
This man has entered the zone. Great. Shooting performance from him all game long.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checking for Julius Randle. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jaylen Brown. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brown's got 22 points.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Highland, the pass to Reed. Lets it go from deep. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. Pass to Edwards. Tries it from 19. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And finding some room in that mid-range area, the great Anthony Edwards.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
KBA. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Yeah.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Over Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert.
And that is why Rudy's won all those Defensive Player of the Year awards. It feels like he's everywhere on D.
Brown can't hit.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Outside Pritchard. Out to the wing. Vucevic against Gobert. Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes. Vucevic has got 9. Here's Dosunmu. He has 6. Shoots over Brown. Dosunmu can't hit.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And the jam by Brown.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown is at it again.
Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Highland. Give him 8 points now. Right side Reed. Three-pointer. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brown inside. He's covered by Dosunmu. Brown gets the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in this matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Minnesota's got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one. He's got 10. Celtics trail by 15. Outside Pritchard. Outside White. Vucevic, a screen on Edwards. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Dosunmu outside. Fires for 3. Boston pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
6 to shoot. Stolen by Reed. Fast break, Minnesota. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. White on the wing, guarded by Edwards. White, the pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Vucevic. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Walsh is checked in for Brown. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Now McDaniels. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Nails it from 3. Reed's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Walsh, averaging around 5 points a game. Sinks it from distance.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Edwards fires from way outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
And here's White. 9 points in the game. Here's Walsh. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. We see a ton of teams shooting more and more threes nowadays. Here are the best in that department. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
It's McDaniels on the wing. 19-footer. Boston pulls it in. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Gonzalez passes to Vucevic. Pritchard against DiVincenzo. Pass to White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Reed with it, guarded by Vucevic. Here's McDaniels. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-ball to go. McDaniels got 7 points in the game. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
3 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Reed with the rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Edwards, no good. Celtics trail by 15. Outside Pritchard takes the 3, and the 3-pointer goes. 11 points in the game.
The 3-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Get ready to dance. Bring those moves.
Boston with some changes. Garza's checked in for Vucevic. Jaylen Brown comes in for White. And Payne is subbed in for Pritchard. Highland, he's checked in for Minnesota. 1:09 left in the third. That one's good for 2.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Brown. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Brown against Highland. Pass to Berenger. Boston pulls it in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Highland with it. He's got 12. Reed for 3. Fires in the triple. Reed's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Brown can't hit. He got it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Minnesota looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17-point game. They've got Jaylen Brown, also Cameron Payne out there, and it's Walsh in at the power forward position. That's the Boston 5. Brown looking around. And here's Payne outside. Sinks the tray.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Berenger. Outside McDaniels. Fires top of the key. That one falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. Boston's shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Outside, Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Come on, Jaylen. That's just just ridiculous.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Now here's Highland. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lets the three fly. Drops in the three.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So Payne will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Bones Highland. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Randall is checked in. And grant the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
McDaniels, that's good.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Brown, a screen on Highland. Here's Payne. And Berenger pulls it down.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Count it.
Julius Randle.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Payne, a screen on McDaniels. Here's Brown. To the wing, right side. Here's Gonzalez. Boston again missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Outside McDaniels. Here's the teardrop. No good on the shot. Celtics trail by 20. Down low. Here's Walsh. Shot from the low post is good.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Outside, DiVincenzo. No good on the three. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, that kind of levels the playing field.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston.
Celtics Entertainment.
The Timberwolves lead by 16. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Highland. Over Payne. And it's Highland, that time on the assist from Edwards.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Here's Payne. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Bones Highland.
Second team foul.
And he drops the first. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
The Sun move for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense. For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Highland, the pass to Edwards. Handle a screen on Brown. Edwards for 3. Offensive board. Gobert finds Edwards. Clock at 6. From deep. Boston pulls it in. Hauser's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now Payne. Fires it from 18. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, momentum and commitment on the drive from Edwards. Going inside and running right into a foul.
Some changes for Boston. Vucevic, he's checked in for Garza. Derek White comes in for Walsh. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Payne. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Outside Pritchard. White against Edwards. Here's Hauser. And a miss there on the triple. The Timberwolves lead by 16. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. DeSumo on the wing from outside the arc. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his third foul so far.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Shannon's checked in for Minnesota.
Minnesota substitution number 1. Terrence Shannon.
Outside Highland. Shot clock at 6. On target from range. Highland's got 15 points in just the second half.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Brown, that's good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And they'll keep possession. Here's Shannon, defended by Hauser. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Friday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming to town.
And for that game against the Hornets, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Celtics trail by 19. Left side Pritchard. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
That's a key foul. That's his 5th. He's got to be smart the rest of the way.
Boston with the ball. Pritchard, no good. Pritchard against Highland. Here's Barrett-James. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Highland. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on White. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, is very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Timberwolves foul. Clark. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And so it's Boston with it. Right side Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. The layup misses. And here's Minnesota now. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Highland. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Jaylen Brown.
And both free throws good for Brown.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
The Timberwolves lead by 21. And here's Highland. Pass to Phillips. Fires the 3. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. The Celtics have gone 7 for 15 in the 4th. Brown with it. Highland covering. 3-pointer Pritchard. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Shannon. Outside Highland. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Pass to Shannon. Beyond the arc. Barrente, second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Celtics. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in the game. It's Brown on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Superb focus there from Vuce, accepting the contact like a champ.
And that one falls for Vucevic. The Timberwolves lead by 20. Clark left side to the middle. Back to Highland.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Barrente. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Pritchard against Highland. White looking it over. No good on the triple. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Phillips. Back to Highland. Blocked!
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's the pick. There's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
That free throw no good.
Number 15, Ayo Dosunmu.
He hits the second from the line. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dosunmu with it. Left side Ingles. Takes a 3. The shot won't fall. Now here's Brown. Pass to Vucevic. White on the wing. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. We never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Bones Highland.